Welcome back to another episode of What's Happening Wiregrass with me, Caitlin. And this morning I have Mr. Joel Sigler. You are the pastor teacher
Yes, ma'am.
at Harvest.
Yeah, that's
Good
right.
morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for stopping by today. So we're talking about Pray for Dothan.
Yes.
And this is the second year Pray for Dothan is praying for Dothan.
That's right. Yep, and we start next week.
Next
so we're
week.
excited about next week and just gathering Christians and really anybody who's willing to pray for the city and for the people who live in the city.
Yeah. So it's next week, the whole week.
Mhm.
Is it from Sunday to
Yep.
Saturday?
Sunday to Saturday. So we're asking people to just take extra time throughout the week to pray for the city. And the city council actually declared it as a week of prayer for the city. So the city officials are on board just asking people to spend time this week praying for the city. So we just wanted to ask people as well, whoever could, whoever's willing, whoever will, to be joining and praying for God to be moving in the city and to be blessing it.
Yeah. Now, I remember last year you were set up at different intersections around Dothan. Will you do that this year as well?
Yes. Yeah. So that's one component. The main thing, we just are asking people to pray.
Right.
And we do have like prayer guides. There's a website, prayfordothan.com.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you want like a guide so that everybody can kind of be praying for the same things. So like for schools one day and for like businesses another day, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But obviously you can just pray without a guide if you
Right.
want to.
Just pray for whatever you want to pray for.
That's
that
right.
day.
That's right. But then the intersection prayers is the most like visible kind of thing that's different.
Right.
So that will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, where we're having, I think we have about 65 or 63 teams around the city
Wow.
that will be at different intersections praying before work. So the prayer time will be 7:30 to like 8.
Yeah. And on the website, is that can people sign up to do that, or is sign off cut off already since it's next week? What's happening there?
People can still sign up. I think we're going to cut off sign up sometime today or tomorrow
Yeah.
as far as placing people on a specific intersection. But then it'll just say online that you can just come to any of these intersections that already have a team.
Right.
So anybody's welcome to show up at any of the intersections, even if they haven't yet signed up.
So from 7:30 to
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock,
Mhm.
somewhere around there. Again, how can someone get involved if they want to show up to one of these teams
Mhm.
or just to be involved?
Yeah, so if you go to prayfordothan.com, there's information on there. There's individual prayer guides for you to just be praying on your own, with your family, or at home. And then there's a list of the intersections where we'll have teams next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You can obviously just show up to one if you'd like. You don't have to sign up or anything. But we're asking people to wear red, and that's just kind of so that it catches people's eye as they're driving around.
Right.
The goal is that the visual of seeing so many people pray would then encourage more people to pray,
Right.
and would encourage maybe people who aren't where they would like to be with their relationship with God to think about their relationship with God.
Right.
And to see like, wow, there's a lot of people praying this week. Like, I don't pray. Like, where am I with God? And
Yeah.
to ask those kind of questions. So yeah, anybody can jump in on the prayer teams or pray individually. We've also last year had a lot of groups that would just get some coworkers together in the morning
Right.
and meet a little bit early before work and pray together, and had some students do that at school as well. So you can organize anything on your own if you
Yeah.
want to.
So you don't have to show up to the intersections or
Yeah.
the teams that are already set up. You can
Mhm.
just do it at work. You can get your
For
own
sure.
team going.
Yes. Yep. Whoever you can gather together to pray, even just one day next week, would be awesome. We believe that prayer actually changes things, that God hears us when we pray. And so getting as many people as possible praying, that we believe that's the main impact.
Yeah. So this being the second year, where did this idea come from? Who started it?
So there's a group of pastors that meet together. My dad is the pastor at Harvest Church,
Mhm.
and he gets together with some other pastors to just talk about what God is doing in the city and plan things together. And so that group came up with the idea a couple years ago, just as far as what can we do to make an impact in the city
Right.
and to pull churches together. And so that's where the idea came from. And those pastors kind of organized it last year. And then this year, I think we have even more churches involved after kind of seeing it happen last year.
Yeah, you had a big turnout last year.
Yes.
So more people are wanting to say, okay, well, I want to be involved now too.
Right. And a lot of people who, they saw it and they were like, why isn't my church doing this? So then they would tell their church leaders like, hey, we should be doing this too. And
Yeah.
so it's a lot of people just, it's an easy way to be unified is just, hey, we're just praying together. We're not trying to get you to come to a service or to our church or anything like that. We just are all going to pray. And so that's an easy way for us to unify.
Yeah, I love
Mhm.
that. So tell me again, it's next week.
That's right.
Pray for Dothan next week. It's from Sunday to
hmm
Saturday.
Yeah, which is the 16th. Sunday is the 16th.
Yes.
And then it goes through the end of the week, which I guess is the 24th. Does that sound right? 20,
Sounds
something
right.
like that.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Something like that. And the intersection prayers are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. And so anybody's welcome to join in. We still got time. And next week you should be seeing a lot of people around the city
In red.
praying. And I think we had 53 teams last year, so we have about 10 more teams this year.
That's great.
And I'm not exactly sure how many churches we have. More than last year. Last year we had about 30 churches involved.
Yeah.
So we know that we have some more than we did last year. And this year Ozark's joining in as well. Ozark's doing their own Pray for Ozark.
Oh, wow.
Also. So excited about
So
that
it's
too.
expanding.
That's right.
So the hope is that it keeps expanding.
Yeah, as many people as we can get praying, we're up for it.
Yeah. Is there a map on prayfordothan.com?
I believe so. I know that if you go on there, there's a place that talks about there's a button for the intersection prayers, and so that tells you what the intersections are. At least it has them all listed. So like, I'm going to be at Main Street and Oates next week, which is at the courthouse.
Yes.
So that's where I'm praying, and then I know that that's like listed on there. I'm not sure if it's if there's a map. I think there is, but I know they're all listed.
And there's contact information on there as well. If somebody
sure.
wants to ask a question or
Yes.
needs to know something, where to show. If they forget what we said on this interview this morning of when to show up and where to show up, they can ask questions
That's
there.
right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Joel, for stopping by today and letting us know about Pray for Dothan. Next week, Sunday to Saturday, the intersection prayers, the visual prayers are happening Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 7:30 until 8 in the morning. Or you can set up your own little prayer meeting at your work or school or at home, wherever.
That's right.
Well, thank you, Joel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.